What's up, everyone? This is Spilling Tea with Chris G. I'm going over Basketball Wives LA. Of course, I'm going to hit you guys with that top five highlights, and I'm going to spill that tea at the end, so let's get started. So for my first highlight, Jackie and Doug, they were, chilling at home or whatever, and Jackie was packing up for her trip. And Jackie is packing everything then what she needs to go on the trip. She's packing, trying to fit a Buddha into the suitcase, and Doug is like, "What is you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, do you think if I put my jeans around it, like it's gonna be heavy, but I should be able to get on a plane?" She's packing Brassard cognac. She's packing jackets, saying everywhere she go is blizzard. Doug was looking at her like, didn't I tell you to research the company and see what the weather was like? Yeah, I researched it, but I'm still packing all this stuff. And then she told Doug, Doug, all he could do is shake his head the whole time. She said, "I want the ladies and me to get naked, mind, body, and soul." And he was like, "Girl, I don't want to hear nothing about what y'all trying to do. Just go up on this trip." So this trip should be, it's not going to be funny, but it should be funny. On to my second highlight. Duffy finally decided that she wanted to squash her beef with Tami. So she invited Tami out to a brunch, and she also invited Malaysia to be there just to kind of take the edge off of things. But Tami ended up not showing up to the brunch, and so Duffy had said, "Well, forget it." And Malaysia said, "No, you need to go ahead and write an apology." So basically, Malaysia wrote the whole apology for Duffy to send to Tami, basically saying that she wants to squash this beef and want to, try to smooth things over. But honestly, I'm Team Tami in this. I'm sorry, but Duffy, you put in an effort to go see Jazz, but you kind of didn't put in no effort really to see Tami. And honestly, when you got Malaysia writing your whole apology, how genuine is it? On to my third highlight. So Malaysia had a dinner for a brand that she's the face of, and I don't know the brand, you guys. Sorry, it just went by so quick. I watched it twice and I still don't know the brand. They just said it so fast. But she had a dinner and she invited the core, which is basically Brandy, Tami, Jackie, and Shawnee. The Angels and Duffy, of course, were not in attendance. And Tami was telling the ladies that she did decide to go to Portugal with everyone, so that was really good, and Jackie was excited. But Tami did say that she should have done like Malaysia did and invite the core of the ladies to the trip instead of inviting all these people. But Jackie just wanted to extend, her invitations out to everyone on the show. And of course, I think they all got to take a trip anyways for that coin, so yeah, they gotta go. So Tami had brought up the text message situation when they were sitting down at dinner with Malaysia. She had came back to the group of ladies, and Tami basically said that that text message did not warm her heart and that she was still mad. And even though Jazz got the apology, but she feels like Duffy kind of manipulated the situation because Jazz is a teenager and she's going to fall for that. But Tami said, "I ain't falling for it." So she's still with the turnip. On to my fourth highlight. So the ladies had flew over to Portugal. Everyone was on the same plane except for Brandy and Duffy. So of course they were going to show up later. Well, Jackie thought that they were going to show up later. So they were getting to their bus basically, and the bus was taking them to the hotel. And Tami, like her face, I think she still kind of had an attitude about this situation because she knew that Duffy was going to be there. But she had told Jackie that she needed to keep this group separate because it was about to be on, and if she gets put in jail, she's going to be pissed at Jackie. So Shawnee was saying, "Here we go. Okay, I came on this long flight for the drama to start already. If I wanted to do all that, I could have, if it was going to be all this, I could have stayed home." So Tami told her it was going to be like the Hatfields versus the McCoys, so she better keep them separate. So, girl, you better get your itinerary and get two separate ones. On to my fifth highlight. So the ladies finally get to the hotel room, had a nice little breakfast spread for them, after they got off the plane. They're hot, sweaty, and tired. And there was a note waiting for Jackie and Brandy and Duffy. They were at the hotel and they had invited the ladies downstairs to have a celebratory drink for Brandy's birthday. But instead, Jackie had called them upstairs because everybody wanted to say happy birthday, yes, including Tami. So when Duffy and Brandy came upstairs, Tami gave Duffy the coldest shoulder. I mean, you could feel the blizzard coming from Tammy's shoulder. That's how cold it was. And Duffy didn't want to make eye contact because she was saying that she was a little bit intimidated by the way Tami was looking. So after all that, Tami and Shawnee had left the room because they wanted to take a shower and rest, but they did stand outside the door. And so all the ladies basically left except for Malaysia, Jackie, Brandy, and Duffy. So when they were there, Jackie basically told Duffy that we need to keep this trip separate because Tami doesn't want to be around you. So Duffy started crying. She missed her son's graduation to do this. She missed being with him for a week before he went on, his own little vacation with his grandma. And she was saying if it was going to be all this separation, then she should have stayed home. So Brandy has said, well, she should put her pride to the side to let us enjoy the girls trip. But Jackie said, me and Malaysia, we had said that, but that's not what she wants to do. So Malaysia, in the midst of Duffy crying saying I didn't know it was going to be like this, Malaysia said, you knew that it was going to be like this when you got up on this trip. No, I didn't, Malaysia, I didn't know that. Girl, yes you did, girl. So Malaysia was not falling for it. And of course, towards the end of the episode, Duffy was mad because she was saying Brandy's my thither, so I don't understand why she's not on our side. But Malaysia, she was just not having it. She goes, you know what it is. I even had to write your apology, girl. Stop playing. So I cannot wait for the next episode. But I just want to see, what team are you guys on? Are you all on Team Duffy or Team Tami? I'm on Team Tami, but it's interesting to see what everybody else is thinking. On to my spilling tea. So over the weekend, Tami was in London with her new Ivy Park. Of course, that's Beyonce's athletic line. So she was looking real cute traveling with her boo Reggie. Also, Jackie had posted up her lipstick line called Slade on Instagram. So, you can go over to her Instagram and check that out. And Duffy was DJing this weekend at Amber Rose's Slut Walk. There was a lot of people from VH1 who came out to support Amber Rose, including Angel Brinks as well. She was there. She was looking real cute. That's basically it for the tea. Wasn't a whole lot going on this weekend, but make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and I will be back next week. Have a good evening.